Hello everyone and welcome to Roosting with Raven. Today I want to go through a few updates, talk about some stuff that's going to be happening on the channel. Promises won't take long, but just had to share this with you guys because it's a lot coming up. And also wanted to talk a little bit about the future of the channel because that's kind of been in doubt for a little while. And then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and get started with the basics. Those of you who have not followed me so far should know that I have been working on a Heroes in History series where I look at each of the For Honor characters and who they were based on in history and what they were actually like and how we can see remnants of those people in the characters themselves. People have been asking me for a while to do Conqueror next, so I'll go ahead and start doing my research and note-taking on Conqueror so that I can talk about him. That'll be a lot of fun. Really look forward to it. And I'll also be talking about the flail as a weapon and how useful and practical it was compared to something like a mace. Lots to talk about there. Also, still doing my playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. I'll be doing another live stream of that sometime pretty soon. At least I hope so. Also, folks have been asking me to talk about the Dominion maps like I talked about the Breach maps in a previous live stream. I will definitely do that. Please let me know in the comments what specifically you'd like me to discuss in that regard, and I can do that. That'll be a lot of fun. But because of my crazy work schedule, it's hard to find times that I can live stream where I know I'm going to get a lot of people watching, and I want to do it at times where I know the most people are available to see it. Another thing that I want to talk about is some of the things that I'm going to be doing differently. For one thing, I'm still doing the Crusader series, and I'm still, like I said, touching on a lot of For Honor stuff. I want to say again that I am really stoked for what's coming in the next season. I think a lot of that stuff is really cool. I didn't talk about a lot of the technical stuff, like any of the changes and improvements. Like they talked about new color schemes and new neutral colors being used. I like all that. That's really cool. But that's not my area of specialty. My area of specialty has always been history and combat. Speaking of which, some of the requests that I have gotten in terms of video content have been really strange. Like, for example, Assassin's Creed is not that weird. I've been asked to do Assassin's Creed, and I have some great news. Me and my brother are going to sit down in the near future, and we are going to do a video where we grade all of the Assassin's Creed games on their historical accuracy, how fun they are to play, how good their stories are. So look forward to that. We are actually going to be a full-on dedicated Assassin's Creed video. So excited for that. That's going to be awesome. Don't have a specific date on it yet because my brother is kind of new to Discord and new to recording stuff, so we got to find a way to do that, but we will do that. That'll be fun. Another recommendation is people have asked me to do Rainbow Six Siege, and my response to that has always been, well, what do you want me to talk about in Rainbow Six Siege? It's not based on history. It's based on counter-terrorist operations. The best I could probably do is talk about which characters I enjoy, tips that I found on how to play them effectively, and maybe some background on who these different organizations and counter-terrorist groups within the game are. Like, I could talk about who the SAS are, what FBI is, what GSG9 is, GIGN. I could talk about that stuff. I know a little bit about that, but, I mean, y'all tell me, do y'all want to see me talk about Rainbow Six? I mean, there are way better Rainbow Six content creators out there, like Russian Badger or Bosun Bunch. You know, they're just better folks out there than me, but I can do it if that's what y'all want to see me do. And then I've gotten people asking me to talk about Dead by Daylight. And again, this is one that I have to say, well, what do you want me to talk about? Like tips on how to play it? I'm trash at that game. I really am. Like, do you want me to talk about the killers and their history or their stories or stuff like that? I can do that. These are ideas, absolutely, and I'm willing to pursue them, but I want y'all's input. What do y'all think? Are there any games, especially the ones that I just mentioned, that you'd like me to take a look at? Because I own those games. I own Assassin's Creed, I own Rainbow Six Siege, I own Dead by Daylight. So are those games you'd like me to touch on or look at? Are there any other games? I know a couple people asked me to take a look at Kingdom Come. My brother has played that, so I may get him to give his input on that, and he has a few things he could say on that, so I may get him to do that rather than spend money on that, because I don't have a lot of money to spend right now, guys, I'll be honest with you. But, hey, if any of those games sound like, hey, we'd love for you to talk about these games and this stuff in them, let me know. I would be thrilled to do them. I would be so happy to do them, but I need a direction, because For Honor is pretty easy. I'm a historian. These are historical warriors. I can talk history. But some of these others may require a bit more creativity to take a look at. So y'all let me know. And last thing that I want to talk about, and then I'll let y'all go, is my work schedule is getting a little bit more refined. I'm starting to figure out more when and where I'm working. So things are starting to work out a bit better. I'm still going to try to release at least a video every week, even if it's just a Raven's Roost, just where I give y'all information on what's going on in the world of the Raven Knight, what all's changing, what all's new, what all's unique, that kind of thing. Like what are we up to? So I promise, guys, y'all are awesome. I am so excited to be making more videos for you guys. I'm excited for what the channel is holding in the future. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. It may not be a popular opinion, but I'm also really excited about the future of For Honor. I really do think that the game is doing okay. I think that it has some problems, definitely. I think that there's some things that need to be worked out and refined and fixed. I do wish that the devs were a bit more proactive on it, but I do think that it has still a great deal of potential. I still love the game. I'm not going to be super negative towards it, but I'm going to continue to try to be as optimistic as I can and try to point out its positives where I can, because that's how you get things done. That's a better way to look at the world right now. Anyway, guys, so glad you could join me for this. I know it wasn't a super long video, but I just wanted to let you know what was going on. Again, like the video if you enjoyed. In the comments, put down if there are any of these games or topics that you'd like me to touch on. Let me know if you think that's something I should pursue, or if I should just stick with For Honor and Assassin's Creed, which will be coming out soon. And also, don't forget to subscribe, because again, my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers so that I can hopefully get monetized, make some money doing this, and maybe have more time to make more videos if I make decent money off of this. So who knows? Anyway, comments, likes, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that is. Talk to you soon.